Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Yes, it is. The question of the day and every other day, is this thing on? Anyway, let me not swag jack T.S. Madison before somebody comes along and tells me off for taking her shit before she come after $1. Let's see. Let's go ahead and knock slow jams, low aptitude out the box. Let's watch this latest contribution to the pile of poop. Okay. Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Okay, got it. All right. He looks mad. Look how sad and mad. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I guess you know how I'm gonna do this. I'm going to repeat what they say so that you're not just sitting there, watching a screen full of nothing, or I'll at least, speak during the time when this is playing. Okay, so like right now. Okay, he's listening to my video. Okay. Okay, so he's listening to where I am talking about Asriel, the one who referred to himself as ass lips because he saw a video that I posted that was directed to somebody completely different, describing somebody completely different as ass lips. And he said something in his video, in two videos of his that I still haven't even watched. And you know what? I'll go ahead and watch those two. I might as well watch Asriel the Nuns, 2 videos about me that I did not watch because I didn't want to bother with, you saw how long it took for me to get through Aquine's wine session because he's so full of shit. It's like watching a video where somebody sits there and goes like, the sky is purple and blue elephants are falling out of the sky and Genie told them all to attack me. And it's like, wait, whoa, hold up. Okay, dude, first of all, hi, that I am this person with the screen name Genie. I don't know anything about the blue elephants falling out of the sky. Blue elephants fell out. You told them. You sent the elephants. Like, no, I didn't send the elephants. I didn't send anything. And the sky looks fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Bitch, you just want to, okay. What do you want? So yeah, Asriel, I didn't want to go through watching Asriel say a bunch of shit or respond to me based on shit that I never said, it just kind of didn't make any sense. He swore, like in the beginning of the video, he's saying like, I can't be civil because I'm referring to him as ass lips and I'm not, addressing him directly. And I'm like, I wasn't even talking about you. The rest of this conversation is going to be pointless. So let me go ahead and avoid that. And, you have at it, dude. Because like I've said before many times, you are welcome to your opinions about me. You just don't need to act all, surprised and upset with life if I happen to have an opinion about you, or if your opinion is based on, lies that you're lacing your opinion with. If I come along and like correct those lies, like don't be surprised, do not be surprised. See, this is a sad thing that I'm seeing around the pit, that you have these guys that are willing to open up their mouths and say a whole bunch of stupid shit, and they never want to be corrected. They never want anybody to respond to them. They just want to be able to say stupid shit about people that doesn't have any foundation. They want to be able to accuse people of things without proof. They want to be able to distort what is actually there and say that something else is there instead of what is actually there. And they don't think that anybody is supposed to respond or correct them or be upset about it. And I'm talking about these dudes in the turtle shit pit. I'm not talking about men in general. I am not talking about black men in general. I am not talking about white men, pink men, or yellow men in general. I'm not talking about men in general. I'm saying folk, people, like these particular people. This list, I got names on this list, right? You can reach out and touch these people and say, hey, this one, that one right there. This is the one I am discussing. I'm not like the tampon tea bags sitting up here just going like, all of you in general, because this person pissed me off. All women must die. This one woman you know, made me upset. Therefore, oh, I wish all you bitches would be, you know, gassed. I just, you know, anyway. So he's listening to where I am describing Asriel's misunderstanding. And then let's see, what else is this? Okay, so now he's watching. Okay, so I know what he's watching. I know what he cares about. He's watching this. Let's see, I'll go ahead and put up the picture that I used in a Hangout a few days ago, where I was discussing, you know, these fools. And I decided to go ahead and give my assessments of their physical attributes, because these gentlemen, most of them, not all of them, but most of them had been so generous as to share their ideas of, you know, what my physical attributes are, or, you know, the pleasantness or unpleasantness thereof. You know, they chose to, instead of attack my arguments, attack my looks. Now look at this dude's face. Now that, you know, he has seen a video where I decide to treat them like they treat other women. This ugly, big, behemoth bitch, big fat, but what have you guys been calling Monty's wife? Because all I call her is, you know, Babs, his lesbo wife, because these are things that he's proven, you know. I don't call her a big behemoth and big Barb and big this, and, you know, I don't do that. You guys run around talking about each other's looks like it's going out of style, you know. I decide, oh, well, yeah, speaking of styles, right? Yeah, oh, squinting, you're right, right? Talking about how he looks. And this guy in particular, yeah, you know, has put up how many videos talking about what Pinhead looks like, and what, he's probably talked shit about, you know, Asriel too, Asriel the tits. Let me see here, actually. Let's go ahead and, we'll do this. We'll take a look at his channel right quick. I don't know how old this channel is. He keeps a lot of channels. But on this one, okay, there seems to be quite a few uploads. Stop being ugly then. Oh boy. Didn't he call Mike me, right? What does that have to do with any argument that he has with the fella? Not much, right? So he's just talking about the guy's looks. Mike Mills' ugly ass got that bug. Okay. So, you know, I see what the setup is here, you know, because I had already seen another video where he was talking about Turtle Face's, the little dude that was in Turtle Face's video. The little blonde dude. No, I don't know that girl. But I know that she doesn't have too much common sense if she's that close to that dude, because he just gives off too many signals. Okay, so yeah, LA Cook's Genie, I warned you, Scabhead. All y'all shut the fuck up. Let's see, stop looking at me. Charcoal Boy gets exposed. Anything else about any looks, you know? Let's see. You know what? For a second, I'll go ahead and put this RIP Pinheads up, and I'll just, you know, listen to it for a minute. Let's get down to this shit. You say I'm dying for views. Homie, I got 10 channels. 10 channels. All more successful than your channels. I got 6 channels that are gone. You still have all your channels. You still have your original channels, Pinhead. Nobody flags you. What the fuck are you talking about? You have one video on all your channels that has over 1,000 views. And guess what? You're not even that fucking video. The guy talking about black power and shit. Okay, so he's responding to a suggestion. See how that happens? You know, he's responding. He's saying that, you know, Pinhead has suggested that he is view thirsty. And he is responding by saying, these are my observations, you know, that speak directly to that point, right? So if he, you know, can understand, you know, that that makes sense, why can he not understand that for me to you know, the looks of guys that are constantly saying shit to me like, you know, Jeannie, suck my dick. Jeannie, I heard you suck Tommy's dick. Jeannie, I heard you suck Tyrone's dick. Jeannie sucks dick. Jeannie's an ugly bald bitch. Jeannie, you're ugly. Jeannie, you're old. Jeannie, you're bald. Ugly, ugly, bitch, bitch, bitch. Come suck my dick, ugly bitch. Ugly ass bitch, bald ass bitch. Suck my dick. You suck this person's dick. You tried to suck this other person's dick. You're an ugly bitch. You're a lesbian. You're bipolar. You're a monkey, savage on two legs. You need to be in a straitjacket. You're a crazy bitch. Yeah. And look at this whiner, because I talked about, you know, his Shark Week situation he got going on here. You know, you hammerhead shark looking motherfucker. And you know where I got that from? Brian Redman. It was another black man, Mr. Afrobeats, who called you. You know, he said, I don't know who this shark face motherfucker is. And I was like, that is so accurate. He does have, thank you. That's what it is. You know, he's like a fucking shark. His eyes are literally on other side, you know. Anyway. But I'm sure, you know, because Afrobeats has a white girlfriend, you're going to say that the reason why he said you look like a shark is because his girlfriend's white. It can't be that you got shark eyes. No. It can't be that your bug eyes are on opposite sides of your head. No, it's not that. It's that, you know, people got, you know, black issues, even though you run around talking shit to more black people than I ever will in my life. Okay, so yeah, he's looking at this here. And yeah, I just went across. I was like, you know, okay, these motherfuckers want to talk some shit. You know, this guy wants to say, you know, I'm this terrible parent. My husband is a cream puff, and what else? You know, yeah, the kid ain't right because she's our kid. You know, she's this poor kid. I'm fucked up. My husband's fucked up. I need to be thrown in a box, put in a straitjacket and all this stuff. This guy, the first thing he did was walk up to me and go, this black bitch sent, you know, white boys to lynch this YouTuber, when I did not know the people that he was talking about. He just presumed that I knew these people because they were white. You know, y'all some color struck motherfuckers, and you try to project, you know, you throw this off on other people. Here goes, you know, the guy who called himself Ass Lips. Come on now. Come on now. We're not talking about, you know, African features. You know, let's look up. Oh, African male models. And let's see if any of them look like you guys, who I have just called ugly, 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 ugly. Look at this, you know, gorgeous gentleman here. Look at this gorgeous, you know, that's one. He's been working that face for years because that face works. Look at, he's pretty, you know, look at the gorgeous skin here. Look at this. He's a beautiful man. You know, this right here is a beautiful man. He's a little pretty himself, but I don't know. I find his looks to be kind of quiet, very plain, you know. A little twink baby. Yeah, he's got a cute face. Let's see. Your hair is giving me so much 80s. I so do not understand your style choice right here, because it's like, oh my goodness. But look at these beautiful eyes, beautiful lips, you know, just beautiful skin, you know. These are gorgeous guys. He's pretty. He's very pretty. He looks like a cat. Look at, you know, okay, look at buffness, handsome. None of these guys have, you know, features that are particularly like, yeah, Caucasian, you know. They don't look like this guy. They don't look like Italians or anything. Well, this guy does, but I don't think he's black. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you know that Africa, you know, not all black people live in Africa, just like not all white people live in the United States. So some African models will not be black people. Let's see. Here we go, some runway work. Oh, great, wonderful. Selling those shorts. He is selling the fuck out of these shorts, you know, because his body is balanced. He looks like he's got a great walk, confident, you know, beautiful face. You know, these are gorgeous guys. They make money off of it. You know, y'all are not that type. Let's go back to looking at y'all. Wait. Oh, snap. I didn't share the screen. Hold on. Stop and share the screen. Yeah, here we go. Share. Okay, so let's go through these gorgeous men of modeling. Salia Jalo, Nigerian. I don't want to look at any one particular country. Let's just look at these guys. Okay, look at this man right here. Gorgeous, you know. We are not having a problem here with, you know, blackness. Like you got, I love this picture. See, he's got that oh, what is the region? Who are the people? Sudan. Yes, he's got that Sudanese blue thing happening that is just amazing, and so much more amazing even in person. Like the camera can't pick up, you know, the gorgeousness of that richness. You know, nothing wrong with this gentleman's face because he gets paid for this face. You know, these are pay for it faces. You know, look at these full lips here. Look at, you know, this full nose here. The features clearly, distinctly African. You know, like, doesn't he look like a sphinx or something? Yeah, this is a pretty guy. And yes, he's got some great big lips, but they don't look like nobody ass. Okay? Now let's go back to you guys. And let me also check to make sure I'm still on. Yes, I am still on. Okay, now let's go back to that little illustration. Okay, you guys. Now, when I talked about how ugly you are, you know, I did give, you know, some actual assessments here. Like, you guys are just some fucking dicks. You know, you just make up something about people. But, you know, yeah, look at what is that? You know, that's not cute. You know, pie face, lie face does have mongoloid retarded looking eyes. You know this guy ain't cute. You know that this guy has trouble with the face that he's working with, and you would say it, and you probably have said. Look at this, you know, that's not, stop. Let's go back to the pretty boys, huh? Let's go back to the pretty boys, just so you can be sure here. Because, you know, no, we're slow on the uptake. Short bus motherfuckers. So, yes, look at this child. Gorge. Gorgeousness. Huh? Paid to do it. Fine. Foxy fine. Look at that. Okay? Look at the broadness. Look at the fullness. But his lips don't look like nobody ass. And he's certainly not spewing a whole bunch of shit about me out of his lips at the moment. So, you know, it kind of tends to give me a little bit more of a pleasant outlook on this person in general. Look at the albino model, baby. He was in the Katy Perry video. I like to poke a stick at Small J because he likes to go doing these, you know, pink meat suggestions. And I'm like, you know, with your Katy Perry loving ass, you can't be talking no shit now. But anyway, yeah, look at this baby. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right? These are all gorgeous men with distinctly African features. Look at this guy. It's beautiful, right? This pretty guy, you know, pretty guy, paid to do it. This ain't happening for any of y'all, you know. And you know, to be fair and to be honest and to be thorough and to be complete, modeling doesn't always have to do with the most gorgeous features. At least not when it comes to the women. More often than not, you'll find that models will have unusual features. Like, for instance, right now, I'm going to look up. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and close up some of the windows that I have here. And where are we here? We're on here. Okay, cool. Now then, well, what is this window about? Okay, well, anyway, let's see. I want to look up Christy Turlington.
I sent the list to you on Beauty Burlesque Music.
Fabulous, baby. I shall send it to Dad, and he will print it.
But we need images to be on there, like in Photoshop.
Oh, I see. So I'm supposed to finish your images, huh? Okay. Did you find the images that you want?
No.
Okay. How about you find the images that you want and either leave those folders open so I can look at them and, go to the same place.
Okay.
Or make yourself a list. Send me a list of URLs. Can you do that?
Of URLs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, send me a list of your URLs.
Okay.
And I shall put them on there. I'll Photoshop it up.
But I'll do it in order.
Yes, please. Oh, there you go. Excellent. And brilliant thou be. Okay. Oh, Christy Turlington spells with a CH. Okay. So Christy Turlington Burns. Okay. Christy Turlington Burns. So let's find okay, yeah, here's like an older picture of her. Okay, so look at this. Look at Miss Christy Turlington Burns. Do you see how, there's sort of like an unevenness to the face, how this is a smaller nostril, this one's bigger. The lips sort of tend to swell up more here. Her smile lines are not even. Her, eye sockets are not even symmetrical. But modeling loves this, right? The camera will treat those features well. They tell a story. Whether or not you say she's ugly or pretty is a matter of personal taste. And this is what I brought up a million times with these idiots too. They'll call me ugly a million times. And that's okay, because it doesn't matter what they think of what I look like, because I'm not in a beauty contest that they're judging, So, but they act like, you ugly bitch is supposed to make me, what? It's supposed to make me care or change, or all of a sudden go, you know what? My whole life, I've been appreciating my looks. But right now, just because you hauled off and called me an ugly bitch, I've all that's changed now. And all of a sudden, I just don't know who I am anymore, Okay, look at this. This is a great shot. I love this piece of clothing. Okay, this is a great shot. I love the angles of the arms here, that red, that purple popping when catching the hair. Her eyes looking off in the distance. That's that trick that Tyra taught you. Look off in the distance. Look like you're looking at a mountain that's miles away. When you're looking at the camera, you look miles away into that camera. Gorgeous. Okay, so anyway, Christy Turlington, she got weird asymmetrical features. She is a model who has had a long career. So, that's just an example of how looks, they don't, it's subjective, how people perceive other people's looks, and other people's perception of my looks in themselves don't matter. What's funny to me is that this fool, will make several videos where he's calling several people ugly, but he is about to try and make all of these suggestions about my character based on the fact that I am sitting here and at the time that I recorded this video that, I'm talking about, I'm sitting here on the couch, chilling by myself in the living room talking. And it is my understanding, according to, these messages that this fool is sending me in Facebook, that his belief is that I was sitting right next to my husband talking shit about you sensitive ass he bitches who want to dish out all this shit but can't take it. And that was not the case. He was on the other side of the house with a fan blowing and could not hear shit I was saying and did not really give a fuck. But you are so concerned about what some random white dude in California thinks about your shark eyes. And you're telling me that, okay, but let's get through this so that we can be done with it and move along to the next one, I guess. Yeah, Asriel. He's the next one up. Let's move along to Asriel next, but not, tonight. I'm just going to finish this. So he's listening to my descriptions of the dudes. Okay, so now he's finally going to talk. Now he's finally going to talk. He's ready to talk when he, sticks that nick-a-dick in his mouth. He says, "What's happening, y'all? It's your boy L.A in the building. How y'all feel? Now, what I just played was the Google Hangouts that Jeannie did on her Jeannie Hangouts channel. The name of the video is Double Deuces. This is the video where she did hang out by herself with her white husband, Maury, in the back, listening. Now, let's stop you right here. You just told a lie. You thought that you were telling the truth, but you just told a lie. You might have heard earlier in the video when he came into the door and I spoke to him. But during this segment where I have you ugly bastards on the screen, and really, your ugliness is inside out, okay? So, don't take it too personally that I'm talking about your sharp face. It really is about your soul, So when I was talking about you ugly motherfuckers, he was nowhere to be found in this room. But look at you. Look at how upset you are at the thought that he was in this room while you and your looks were being discussed. Low aptitude. You remember when you put up some picture, of Michelle and the JT Riley girl. Look, who wants to mess with this? And then look at, Jeannie, and now look at my girl, and who would like this, and who would like, my girl, and JT Riley group. Nobody was really interested in sitting there, saying, yeah, Jeannie's ugly and blah, blah, blah. I don't think anybody really, cared to get on your little bandwagon there, except for perhaps, if Sirloin were in there, or, Minty or Jemima, right? Nobody else really cared what you had to say about your damn comparison. I made a little meme that had Michelle's picture on top and mine on the bottom. And underneath, she said, or no, underneath I put, I'm so tired. I put like as if she were saying, I'm so tired of this motherfucker throwing me in his lame ass arguments. And underneath my picture, I put, so am I, right? You sat there, in your house with whoever you were with, wearing whatever you were wearing, doing whatever you're doing. I don't give a fuck. And you decided to, post up a picture of your girl and compare her to me as if that had anything to do with any facts surrounding any case. That didn't have anything to do with any, real solid argument. It just didn't have anything to do with anything. Who cares who on earth thinks that I am pretty or ugly? I don't care who on earth thinks that I am pretty or ugly, like it's not for me to go telling everybody how to feel about my looks when they see me. Like that's not my job. I don't want to make it my job. So you felt comfortable doing that, comparison, and you felt comfortable, calling me ugly and bald a million times. You have, easily done this, whether or not whoever was in the room. I don't really pay attention to, like other people have made videos going, hey, you had all these people at your house and they all look like thugs and they're all in your backyard running around. I don't give a fuck who's running around your backyard while you're talking all your shit. I don't care if your girlfriend is sitting right next to you while you're talking your shit. I don't care if she's not home while you're talking your shit. I don't care who's in the room with you while you're talking your shit. It's funny to me that you think that the color of the people in the room makes a difference. Like, You will sit there and tell Pinhead that he's the ugliest motherfucker in YouTube. You the ugliest motherfucker in this thing. You the ugly motherfucker. Right? And that's okay. It's supposed to be okay. Everybody's supposed to accept it and laugh and go, he's the roaster. He's cooking. He's roasting and cooking. He's flambeing and pureeing. All right. But when it comes to me in my house, looking at my computer and saying what I want about dudes that have had the nerve to approach me on some bullshit, it's got to be, a black problem all of a sudden, Oh, boy. So let's continue to hear what he says that is based on what he believes to be true that is not true. Let's listen to what he says when he thinks that a white guy was listening to a black lady call him ugly. Let's find out, just how deeply that affects him. He says, this whole time that she was talking about how ugly you were and saying all these nasty, disgusting things about asses and all that. Wait a minute, nasty, disgusting things about asses. All I said was that dude's lips look like somebody's ass. You are the one, no, Sirloin, your boy, who you always like to go, yeah, me and Kevin, and me and Kevin, and me and Kevin. Kevin is the one who said that he likes to put his mouth on people's anuses, okay, several times. I eat booty hole. That's your friend, okay? Go check your friend on that. Or did you? You did already, didn't you? Speaking of nasty stuff surrounding asses, aren't you the guy that went and put a candy bar in a diaper and then put it on a plate and sat there and ate it and pretended that it was shit? And she talks about it. Oh, God. You can't take your licks, man. You really can't. Like, you're a bitch. You cannot take your licks. You want to talk all this shit, but you can't take none. You can't take a lick of it. All these disgusting things about asses. People, go back and play the video if you want to, and you can see that I said that this dude called himself ass lips because I referred to someone else's ass lips. I referred to oh, goodness gracious. This thing, it does crap out. Okay, let me go back to the screen share. Okay, so, yeah. I don't know where it cut off, but I was just talking about how, low aptitude is all whining and saying, and all these disgusting things she's talking about. You see how he exaggerates and how, like, I was just saying to somebody in my comment section, don't paraphrase me. Like, don't do that. I can say, good morning, everyone. And you will say, Jeannie just said that it's so fucking hot outside that my black ass is burning up. Like, no, I just said good morning. Wow, you really just read a whole bunch of extra shit into what I said. This dude is sitting here. Look at him. So sad. Look how far apart his eyes are. Shark Week. He is so sad because he thought this is not what actually happened in the universe, mind you. Okay. Any sort of like trickle down, like, look at the 476 views this has got. Any of the trickle down upsetness that anybody has based on what he said, you can go ahead and fucking, put a stopper in that shit right now. You can go ahead and calm down, quit crying your fucking river, because my husband was not sitting here while I was saying those things. Okay. And let me tell you, it wouldn't matter if he was. Like, my sentiments are the same. And I don't understand why you seem to think that me thinking that ugly guys are ugly needs to be something that I need to clear with my blackness, you know? Uh-oh, you better do a blackness check, you know? This guy's ugly, but is he black though? Because if he's ugly and black, you can't say that he's ugly. Even though I'm being criticized for saying that these guys are ugly by a person who runs around calling people ugly all the time when it has nothing to do with what he's talking to them about. Somebody will go up to his video and be like, you know, LA, I disagree with your point here. And he'll be like, you ugly motherfucker, you're ugly. You know, so, and now he is bitching because he believes to his core that I was sitting here next to my husband going, look at these ugly niggas, you know? You are the one running around calling people ugly ass niggas. You and a whole bunch of other black men in this particular turtle shit pit are calling each other ugly niggas and nigga this and ugly motherfucker that and you ugly ass this and you ugly ass that, and you're you know, describing each other in the most disrespectful terms, and you're talking the same way about each other's spouses and children. You know, your boy Kevin talking about how Minty's little girl, the little bitch is 4 years old and she still can't talk. You know, you gonna buddy up with him. You gonna call your buddy tonight? I know you guys like to have your little private conversations about YouTube shit. You gonna call up your little buddy and have some little fucking pillow talk? You know, I know he likes to call people when he's laying in the bed naked. I'm laying in the bed butt naked. See, for me to say that, according to you, is a problem. I'm just repeating what the guy said. It's the same thing as, you know, when Turtleface trolls me trying to say, oh, you're disgusting bringing up all this period shit. Like, fuck you. You're the one. I'm repeating the fact that you said that. And I'm disgusting. I love that Dave Chappelle show, little monologue, you know, where he's doing like the R. Kelly sketch or something, or it was after the R. Kelly sketch, and he made a comment talking about how, you know, R. Kelly mad at me, talking about how you gonna make a sketch about peeing on people? How you gonna make a video about peeing on people? How you gonna make a video about peeing on people? You know, what? No, you don't get to do that and make sense, dude. Like, you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want to do, you know, like be who you be, all you can be. But, you know, just don't presume that the world is going to think that you make sense when you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground, when you're just like, you know, you're going off on a tangent based on something that's not even true. The man was not in here when I was sitting here talking about you. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it again. Should I say it in French? Should I say it in Swahili? He wasn't in here, but you insist that he was, and your feelings are fucking hurt for that. Why are your feelings so hurt for that? Because you are the guy who puts white men on a pedestal. I do not. Okay, I'm going to continue to listen to this. Oh, once again, reminding myself that he is responding to something that he believes to be true that isn't true. So, like, a lot of the things that he says are just kind of pointless to respond to, because maybe if he did not believe what he believes to be true, that is not true, were true, maybe if he did not believe that, he would not respond in this way, you know? Maybe not. I don't know. You know, I don't care. And I'm just going to continue with this and get it over with. And I think this is not going to take as long as the Aquini, you know, thing. Because, well, for one, you know, he spent a lot of the time, like, listening to me. So, and two, like, this is all really, really seriously based on, like, you know, his imagination. So, I don't know, like, well, same thing with the Queenie, really. Yeah, he's imagining things that were happening, imagining that my daughter was standing somewhere she never stood, you know, imagining that she said things she never said, did things she never did. And this guy too. See, this is what I'm talking about. How am I supposed to take you guys seriously, you know? You jump to fucking conclusions. You're scared to just, like, be yourselves. You always have to fucking out-alpha each other and run around, you know, cussing each other out and, you know, being like, you know, I'm the man, I'm smart, and I know something. You know, you can't just be a person. You can't fucking relax. You know, your ego is, like, out of whack. Like, you don't, it's like you're lacking confidence and you have a huge ego. It's the strangest combination. You know, you're so afraid of what people think of you, but you have the balls to talk tall, wide, deep shit about every person you come across on YouTube. You know, everybody you come across on YouTube is supposed to be somebody that you got to have, you know, this fucking breakdown of. Well, now let me break this down. I'm going to break this down now. Pinhead, I'm going to break this down now. Mike Mills, I'm going to break this down now. Kevin, let me break this down now. Oh, who else? God, name a person. Name any dude in this little fucking pit. Who's in the comments? Yeah, fucking you know, Cockeye. You know, you had something to say about Cockeye. You called him Hot Nut Eye. You called this dude Hot Nut Eye. Okay. You suggested that the reason why his eye looked like that is because somebody's semen was in it. But that's okay. You know, that's totally fine. See, that could be considered to be emasculating a black man, right? If you were sitting next to Michelle, right? What was up with Michelle talking about how little Minty's weenie is? His dick is about this big, you know, it's about big as my pinky, about this big. Is that not, you know, emasculating to a black man? And you gonna let your girl talk shit about a black man? You know, man, fuck you. Blackness has nothing to do with the fact that you're an asshole, but you like to use blackness as an excuse to be an asshole. So I can see that. You don't like to acknowledge it. No rocket science here. Let's move right along. She was basically pulling our pictures up on the screen and pointing to us and showing her husband who we were and doing this video. Oh God, once again, let me remind you, I was not showing him anything during this segment that you are discussing, where I was discussing how ugly you ugly motherfuckers are. And the reason why. You think I just holler? You think I just sit here? I have other YouTube channels that don't have anything to do with you guys, right? So, you know, one of them, it has to do with like drag and my drag fans. One of them has to do with, you know, music, you know, primarily like jazz, blues, classic rock and stuff like that. On neither of those channels is a video where I'm sitting, you know, discussing other YouTubers and calling them ugly. Your channels, you have 10 channels, like you said, full of that shit, full of it. I have 2 other channels that are full of things that I actually, you know, am interested in and involved in that don't have anything to do with discussing other people's looks, denigrating other people's looks, talking about other people's children, talking about their income levels, talking about what they got, what they're wearing, what they have. You know what, actually, you know what, I kind of lie. One of those channels does have videos that where I talk about what people are wearing and talk about, you know, what people are saying and critique it, because I'm reviewing a reality TV show in some of those videos. And when I am, you know, critiquing these contestants on this show, I am critiquing them according to what they've done on the show. I am not saying that, you know, Laganja Estranja went through all of this stuff because, you know, she went through saying all of these crazy things because her parents didn't raise her right. You know, she's a bitch, and she's a, you know, it's not even about that, right? It's about like, oh my God, I cannot believe, you know, this conversation went down like this, and she was wearing this gown and her hair looked like this, and it was amazing, and it was like, oh my God, and her eyelashes and whatever. You know, there's nothing really like, there's no personal attacks, you know, involved really in this critiquing, you know, of this reality show. All of the criticism is about the artwork, you know, that the contestants are presenting. Now, don't have any channels where, you know, I've got all of these videos talking about, you know, you ugly ass nigga here and you ugly ass nigga there, and you the ugliest nigga here and you the ugliest nigga there, and you ugly niggas over here and you ugly niggas across town, you ugly niggas behind me, and you ugly niggas upstairs, you ugly niggas downstairs, you ugly niggas across town. But you do. And you're sitting here saying that she was pointing at and sitting here next to him and pointing and sitting. What if I was sitting, you know, next and pointing, which I was not? What if I were sitting next to him and pointing that shit out? What the fuck difference should it make to you, of all people in this entire turtle shit pit? You should be the last one to bitch about anybody talking about anybody's looks, because that's all you seem to do when it comes to, you know, your arguments with people. Where are the rest of your, you know, channels? Let's say, oh, no. I don't even have to do that. I made a playlist on my other YouTube channel. And the playlist contains videos made by you shit talkers, you ugly motherfuckers, where you guys are all attacking each other in the same way that you attack me and other YouTubers. Specifically, other women. You guys wanted to all get around and like talk shit about Angie and Lovey, and you wanted to, you're talking about now all these women who are around Pie Face, Lie Face. You talk about what Tanya Crystal. I keep hearing her name come up. Tanya Crystal, Tanya Crystal. I don't know anything about that woman. I've never heard her voice. I've never seen her face. But so many of you guys have her name in your mouth and you want to talk about her. Isn't she the one you call a long titty heifer? Right? Isn't it? Oh man. So okay, so I've got this playlist that I've called Karmic Carnage, and there are 226 videos on this playlist. And on this playlist, there are videos where, and I specifically choose the ones where, the title is suggesting that someone else is being discussed negatively in the video. So there are videos here by Sirloin. There are videos here by Low Aptitude. Videos here by, let's see, Lessons to Ball. Nut Ward. John Rhines. I Declare War. Hollowhead. Yes, even the one you call Hot Nut Eye. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. And now check this out. And this is going to maybe throw you for a loop. I don't know. I don't care. Number 165 on this list is a video entitled Stop Internet Stalking Me, Fat Faggot Kevin Smith. And it is by Hakeem Lewis. And it cracks me up. Y'all know I don't like this guy. Why? Because he's a fucking addle-brained turtle stand that, he hates women and he runs around finding excuses to talk shit to people. But I don't know. He hates men too. I think he's one of the ones that just, he hates his blackness, and he, like Turtle Face, wishes that he were not born black. So he, talks shit about black people all day, how they need to die and how they all are, terrible. They're all fucked up. You niggas ain't shit. That's why we can't come together, because niggas. Okay. So, this video is so funny to me because of the way he started it. Like, I'll go ahead and put it on here because I think it's just precious. I think it's precious gold. Oh no, wait a minute. I got the wrong link here. Hold on. What was it? Number 126. Hold on just a moment. Bear with me. Yeah, this guy, and hopefully he will not try and flag me, based on, yeah, you know what? No, it's cool. It's fine. I don't care, actually. Like, at this point, like, seriously, you guys, I do not intend to address this pit beyond finishing up, my responses to these videos. Like, yeah, I'll respond to the ass reels videos. Let's see. I think I've responded to all of Sirloin's videos. Actually, his videos are, fairly entertaining because he's a screaming idiot. Let's see. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste this link. Now, this is so funny to me. Look. It's the way he ran. He just it was like he was going just 2 feet, but he really kicked up his shoulders like he was really going the distance. And then he said, wait. Hold on. I just want to see it again one more time. Okay. Yeah. He says, leave me alone, you fat faggot. Okay, and that's funny. Okay, anyway, yes, let's get back to what I was saying here. What I was saying was, I've got this playlist here, and it's called Karmic Carnage, which is also the name of a couple of videos that I put over on iTube, like Karmic Carnage 1, 2, and 3, or something like that, maybe. And in this playlist, I see these videos where y'all are talking shit about each other. Yeah, Scatman Mike caught eating a turd. Let's see. Fuck Bone Picker and Rob Bryan. Fuck Tyrone and Vig. R.E.P. Clifton, R.I.P. Clifton Jerome Rainey. Tyrone and TRS exposed as idiots. TRS, I'm waiting. Let me go ahead and I'll screenshot this for you. Let's switch over. Let's switch our screen share. Stop sharing that screen and start sharing this screen. Yeah, that one. Okay, so yeah, here we go. You start beef, I finish. Bone Picker exposed sweet as pie in me. R.I.P. Philly Just, TRS, I'm waiting. Boiling Water, Lyrone, Smug, Simpson, And you talking all this shit about these people, and then, you'll turn around and call them on the phone and want to talk to you'll talk all this shit about these people. Oh, so yes, the other thing I want to point out about this, I just add these videos, as I see them, as like they're in the recommended or as I come across them. I haven't even watched all of these, I just add them based on the title. And most of them are you. 226 videos, right? And there are at least 100 in here that are you. Okay, here we go. The first 100 videos here on this list, half of this list is you talking shit about other people. Let's go down these titles because we're, like y'all like to act like you're stupid. You like to act like you're dumb. No matter how much evidence you see to the contrary of your twisted beliefs, you're going to hold on to those twisted beliefs, Jeannie's got to be this shit-talking, black man hating bitch because what? Why? Because you guys are assholes and I'm able to tell you that? You few dudes are assholes. You don't represent all black men. I've told you this shit a million times. I know a lot of wonderful black men. You are none of them. Gorgeous ones too. You ain't none of them. So now, Monty, stop lying. Monty is a motherfucking liar. Okay, game over. Freddie, Clifton, you next. LA Hot Seat featuring Pissy Shoes. LA Cooking, Drama, Rest in Peace, You Start Beauty. Yeah, well, okay, we already saw these. Let's go down here. The Showdown on Wood Grain, Mike versus Beasley, and LA versus everybody. LA versus everybody. You see this? Scatman Mike eating a turd. Regarding Hollow Point, this sector, I don't know what that's about. It might not be negative. Monty, Quasi, Tanya, cut it out. Cosmic Dirt, another coon lover. Look at you, Cosmic Dirt, another coon lover. I remember that guy. There's a guy named Cosmic Dust who he had said something on a video or a comment or something, or maybe I commented to his video first because he had made a video about Turtle Face. I think, no. He had subscribed to my channel. And then I checked his channel out because I will, troll monitor. And, noticing he's a real person, checking out his videos. I see he's talking about turtles. I make a comment. He's made some comments back or whatever. Me and this guy, this guy that you're calling Cosmic Dirt, we disagreed with each other in our comments. Do you see him talking shit about my family right now? Do you see me talking shit about his family right now? Am I going after him? Am I making a million videos about him? No, I'm not. Now, if that guy hauled off and made a video talking about Jeannie's an ugly bald-headed bitch, then I turn around and be like, okay, Cosmic Dust, let's look at you. You look like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah? Like what's good for the goose and always good for the gander. Is that what you're telling me? Slow Jams, you're saying that, you get to talk shit about everybody on YouTube. Big Meech, Black YouTube toe suckers. Real talk for Smugs. Beasley exposed. I'm done with beef. And of course, this is like you doing a whole, and that's so obvious too. You guys think you're clever. I'm done with beef. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Like it's obvious that you're meaning to be facetious there. Nutward TV, shut the fuck up. Mike Mills, ugly ass got that bug. Hollow Point, Brainless, Monty, new this sector video pro, Clifton's return, bisexual confusion, Sansa Smith. Like, what the fuck did she ever do to you? Sharon Fitz, this sector part 4, Sharon Fitz, Kevin Smith, Cook, Monty, Quasi, it's like, seriously, you, what? Quasi gets cooked, Jigaboo Coons, running, scared of LA. Ain't nobody scared of you. Flipper, Monty's downfall, get your popcorn. LA Live with Gang.War and Victim. Big girl pullers, Q Weezy. LA says F you. Open letter to Janelle and Brother. kids under attack by YouTubers, exposed Johnny, Monty, Mike Mills. Like, how many times are you going to fucking talk about these same people? You know? But let me do it, and it's got to be a black problem. You talk shit about all these people. You call them ugly. You talk about their spouses. You talk about their houses. You know, you talk about what they got. You talk about what they do. You talk about them from here to the moon. But you love black people. Oh, Lord. Anyway, let me go ahead and move back to the other screen and let's finish watching this bullshit with this crazy motherfucker who just does not know his ass from a hole in the dirt. And screen share that screen. Share it. Okay. Are we on? Is this thing on? The question of the day and every other day. Okay. Sorry, hold on. I heard a Facebook blue. And I am checking it out because it's my date. Is this something? Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all stop. See, family want to tag you in their Christian stuff. I'm not exclusive yet when it comes to spiritual practice. Anyway, okay, so let us continue because we can, and because we want to finish this up because, I bet you I'm probably already working on an hour, right? Yep, an hour almost to the minute. So, yeah, let's continue. 541. Talking about Batibus with her white simp. This is what she was doing. Now, this is some crazy shit, man, because these motherfuckers, black ladies who are married to white men and try to act like racism doesn't exist, they don't ride for shit. You don't see Jeannie Burlesque with a Trayvon Martin sweater on. You don't see Jeannie Burlesque talking about the Trayvon Martin case, the Eric Gardner case. Wow. Okay. All right. First of all, low aptitude. I was not, once again, not sitting next to my husband talking about your looks. I was sitting next to air talking about your fucking ugly asses. The next thing that I want to tell you is, like I've said before, you people on YouTube in this particular corner are not the only people I interact with socially or on social media. You are not the only people that I talk to about anything. So why do you think that you know how I feel about people's children being murdered and no justice being met? What makes you think that you know how I feel about that just because I'm not discussing it with a bunch of dumb fucks who don't know how to stick to the subject? It doesn't matter what I think about anything, Slow Jams. The fact of the matter is I don't respect you. And you know that, and it bothers you because you think that you're worthy of respect. Okay? Now, you don't respect me. I know that. But that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that you will choose to lie about me. I think it would bother you if I chose to start saying, no, LA slaps Michelle. He beats her up. Remember that? Remember when your boys, Jemima and Sirloin, were talking about how you abuse your wife or your girlfriend who's not your wife or whatever? Your common law, the mother of your children, whatever, your mate, your love, your lady. If I was sitting here suggesting that you abuse her, I would expect that you would want to defend yourself by saying this lady is lying. I do not abuse my girlfriend. Duh. So you're sitting here saying that, I've said things to my husband or said things in front of my husband that I haven't said in front of him. And once again, you are the last motherfucker who should be bitching about something like that. And you want to suggest that, just because you have nothing to do sitting over there in cold ass motherfucking, Michigan right now, just nothing to do because you're inside and you got to, make a video about every thought that pops in your head. and every thought that pops in your head surrounds your interactions with people on YouTube or sensationalist news. Because, you know, I don't see you talking about every person who was wrongfully executed or murdered on the planet Earth. I don't see you talking about every tragedy that involves Black people on the planet Earth. I see you talking about the sensational ones that have the names of the news, because that's what sensationalist tabloid junkies who are shallow like yourself will do. You know, you will, like, why don't you start doing fucking love and hip hop reviews or something like that? You know, like that's where you're at here. You're a tabloid junkie who wants to act like you're some kind of social activist because you make YouTube videos talking shit. You know, what do you do after those videos? What do you do? What have you done for Trayvon Martin's family besides make these videos talking shit? Just the other day, I was sitting here on my couch next to my husband, and I noticed that one of the people who is on my Facebook friends list, who is, you know, a person from YouTube that I do discuss or at least, you know, share my political views with, had posted how this asshole was once again arrested and once again let out, and how he's a fucking poisonous motherfucker. And I was talking about how he needs to be killed with fire and poison. Anyway, while I was looking at this, I was like, look, honey, look at him. Look at that face. Look at how fucked up his fucking face is. Look at all of that fucked up features in the middle of that big meat head. He's got a big meat head and fucked up features in the middle of it. He looks like he's on something. And my husband nodded. Yep. Yeah. That's that look of on something. Am I supposed to make a video and tell you about that conversation? Fuck you. Go ahead and be a tabloid junkie and talk about things and not do anything about them. Meanwhile, you have no business being, you know, close to my personal conversations with people who I know actually, you know, do have some compassion and actually, you know, mean it when they say that they're upset by a news story or something. I talk about things like this with my good friend, the makeup artist, all the time. You know, we are mothers. And we are always talking about how the world is treating children, anybody's children, no matter what color they are. And you think that we like it that Eric Garner's children are not going to see him anymore? You think that makes me happy? Okay, you go ahead and think that, because you're a sick fucker and you don't know me and you're just making shit up. You're sitting over here making this 14-minute video crying because you think a white guy thinks you're ugly. And don't you have bigger fish to fry? You know, if we do have things out here happening, like the Eric Garner case, which I have been following, like the Trayvon Martin case, which I have been following. If we have these things out here happening, the last thing that I'm going to worry about is whether or not you're sitting next to a white girl who thinks something about me. But you'll think that way. You know, you too goddamn concerned about what, you know, some random white person who has no effect on your future thinks about you. You know, why aren't you talking about those that do have an effect on your future? Why are you spending your time talking about Turtleface's new man? You know, that blonde thing that was over there in the video with him. You took that bait. That was bait. That was obvious fucking bait. You're the only one so far in this pit who took it. Oh, look, Tommy's new. Yeah, duh. What the fuck do you think he did that for? He did that so that your dumb ass would talk some stupid shit, and then he'd have something to ride off of. Oh, these niggas want my girl. Oh, these niggas. Oh, yeah, you, the guy who was talking about how fine Lana is and how good looking she is. Man. Oh, God, you don't need to address me, dude. It's not good for you. Like, if you're wanting to look like, you know, the winner here, you know, the king of all roasting, don't talk about or around me. Because all you can say about me is ugly bald bitch and then make up stuff about my husband that isn't true. You know, that's no way to win an argument. And that's no way to suggest that you are some shining example of social activism that I'm supposed to follow. Oh, shit. Fucking Smell Rot made a video about somebody's slain child. Well, I better make one too, because that means that I care. Fuck you. You know what shows you that I care about children? Slow Rot. The fact that unlike your boys and the guys that you like to talk to and call on the phone and chop it up with, no matter how much I can't stand you, I don't insult your children. That should tell you something. Let's continue. Oh, having sound issues again. Okay. Now we are 6. The Eric Garner case, the Michael Brown case. Yeah, and you know what? You know what? I do have to say something about it right now for you. It's Garner, Garner. It's not Gardner. Just so you know, be a little accurate when you're talking your shit about things that you don't know. Now, once again, guy who is imagining shit. I talk about what I want to talk about with the people that I want to talk to about these things, and these people are not going to be you most of the time. Okay? And the other thing is that, yeah, my husband wasn't sitting here while I was calling you ugly motherfuckers ugly sharpie. Okay. Woo-hoo. Let's continue. If you actually heard her ideology about that, it would blow your fucking mind. Now, she wants to sit around and run around and chase after. She had pictures of Hollow Point, me, everybody in there. She was just calling herself, trying to roast everybody with all these disgusting ass jokes. And a lot of her fan base doesn't never get to see her saying these disgusting things. She's one disgusting ass person. She can say some of the most nastiest shit you ever heard in your fucking life. Wow. This is the guy is this the same guy who had a candy bar in a diaper? Is this candy bar diaper? Did you just say that wait. Is this Mr. Suck My Dick every inch and the last piece of skin and the balls and the shaft? That's this guy who's calling me disgusting for talking about how ugly you guys are because you're ugly? Like, okay, should we go back to the modeling and go back to you guys and talk about, who gets paid for what they look like and who doesn't? I had mentioned, yeah, like an unusually featured female will get work easier than an unusually featured male. Generally, male models are all like chiseled marble god looking. They're all like, they have to be that gorgeous because I don't know why. I don't know why the double standard for the guys that they don't get to be more funny looking like the girls. But I also am not a person whose beauty scale is the same as an idiot like this guy. He probably thinks or would think that a lot of people are ugly that I would find her beautiful. Or, and maybe the reverse, he seems to like always want to run around putting his girl up in front of people. And I'm just like, she's a lady. There she is. I mean, if she were walking down the street, I wouldn't be like, oh, wow, oh my God. This is the most gorgeous lady I have seen today. And it doesn't have anything to do with her color. And it doesn't have anything to do with her also not having much hair. And I don't know why you want to call me bald. It just has to do with, she's quiet, unremarkable features. But her quiet, unremarkable features painted, if she put a little mascara and a little lip gloss, I'm sure that would enhance her features or just turn them right up because she never wears makeup. And then if she had like a full makeover, then she'd look like a model because you don't get to see like that transformation. And if you put her in a chair with a professional whose job it is to enhance whatever features are in the chair, you would see her features enhanced. But I don't see her walking around with a face that screams put me on the cover of a magazine like Alec Weck's face. I don't see that in her. So whatever. And let's show you Alec Weck. And this is another funny thing too. This is so like, you don't know shit about me. You really, really kind of do not. You like to make up shit, and good for you. I don't have to ascribe to it, and just because you make it up doesn't mean that it's true. Okay, so here's one of my favorite women on the planet, the beautiful Alec Weck, not just because of her face. Oh, look at, she's so there's light in her face. Not just because of her beautiful looks, but also because of her wonderful awareness. Also because, look at that, this is beauty. This is gorgeous. This is somebody, who's paid to do it. Because look at her. She looks like a statue. She looks like a statue of a goddess. She looks, chiseled. So Anyway, yeah, if I saw Alec walking down the street, I'd be like, oh God, this girl is gorgeous. And I'd probably tell her too, because I have no problem telling people when I think that they're beautiful, you know, male or female, like, oh, you're beautiful. Because I like beauty, and I'm happy, and I don't mind sharing a smile or a kind word with anyone, you know, be they as dark and beautiful as Miss Weck, or be they, you know, yes, as pale as the albino model that I pointed out with the males. Like, it's, ooh, this dress. What are you doing, dress? Hi, dress. Hi, bracelets. How are you? Fashion. Turn to the left. Oh, what's this? What are we wearing, miss? That is dirty drag. I love it. Okay, look at these legs for days, you know. This is beauty. You know, you guys are not. Y'all are, you know, looking at me like this. And that's not, you know, this is the magazine cover of I Eat Booty Hole Fetish Weekly. You know, this is a magazine cover of somebody punched me in my eye because I was talking all kinds of shit. You know, like, look at you. This is the cover of, like, you know, Shark Weekly. Just and yeah, right here, making fun of his chola eyebrows. Really, that's what this is about. This is about, like, you know, making fun of his chola eyebrows. Freaking, you know, this guy, yeah, bullshit. You know, he wanted to come up to me. Never heard of fucking Jordan bullshit. You want to come up to me talking about, Jeannie, you need to stop talking to black men because, you know, he's telling me stop talking to black men. See, you guys can't make up your minds, man. On the one hand, one day your argument is, Jeannie, you're married to a white man, so go be happy with your white man, and don't you talk to black men. What are you doing in black men's business and talking to black men? The next day, it's, you know, Jeannie's starved for attention, black male attention, and you want to talk to these black men, and you talking to these black men because you're starved for black dick and black dick and black dick. And then the next day, you want to say you are a dyke and a bitch, is a carpet munching bitch, and you bald headed ugly bitch. And the day after that, you want to say, Jeannie, suck my dick and come back, honey. And I know you got a white husband, but if you want to come back, come back. Come on, man. You're an unhappy shit talking bitch. Why don't you move out of that cold ass climate? You know, like, I will admit that a huge part of my sunny disposition has to do with being, you know, in this place where we don't really have a whole lot of rain. We don't really have a whole lot of, like, yeah, it's cloud cover or snow or anything that makes, you know, just going outside to get your groceries or go to work or go to school or, you know, go to church or go to the movies or, you know, nothing that makes it, like, so fucking unbearable, you know, that you have to wear like 10 layers of clothing and it's upsetting, and the bitter cold is in your face, you know. Bitter cold is bitter. It can be bitter, right? I think the cold is making you bitter because you dish, like I said, you know, you want to dish, but you don't want to take a lick of what you dish. I said that about you a long time ago. You want to talk all kinds of shit. Well, you know, a long time is relative, right? I said that about you, you know, last year. You like to dish. You do not like to take. You know, no wonder you were entertained by Turtle Face. You thought that he was entertaining and he's entertainment. Now you can't stand his ass, you know. But at first it was just entertainment. And yeah, you're entertained by his contradictory ass because you're slow on the uptake, dude. Like, look at you. Look out. Just. Okay. Let me finish. I'm going to finish. And we're going to be finished. Like I said, the dude he's really responding based on something that he believes is true that isn't true. So maybe if he knew the truth of the matter, his reaction would be different right now. Like, you know, I'm calling these guys ugly because they have all insulted me, my husband, my child, you know, accused me falsely, harassed me in one way or another based on their believing Turtleface's lies, you know, just bothering me. No goddamn good reason. Your ass, how do I know about you? Because you saw Turtlefuck's video and you were so fucking nosy, you little busybody bitch, that you had to come over and see both sides of the story, like you said, right? So, you know, me choosing to respond negatively to people who have approached me based on a negative premise, or people who have falsely accused me based on their belief in a lie, you know, for me to respond to them negatively isn't like, it's not, we're not doing the rocket surgery here, not the brain science. You know, that's pretty simple. It's pretty straight up. You know, you should be able to take that, but you can't. You know, you act like I shouldn't say anything to any of you guys. You can walk up to me and say all kinds of shit, but I'm not supposed to say anything to you because you're black man and my husband's white, and therefore I could be construed as a racist. I don't think so. You can pull that card all day long. It's not going to work. It's not, you don't win this one. All right. Okay. Anyway, continuing. All kind of shit. She has the filthiest mouth I've ever heard on YouTube. I have the filthiest mouth you've ever heard on YouTube? I have the filthiest mouth you've ever heard. I'm sorry. Shitty diaper? I have the filthiest mouth. Okay, whatever. I just can't with you anymore. Go on. Say a bunch of things. Say I have the filthiest mouth on YouTube. I'm the ugliest. I'm the bedwenchiest. And the haterist and the most racist and the most supremacist. You know, you go ahead and believe that, because it is abundantly clear to me that the truth does not matter to you. Okay? I can't help you. I can't help you, Tupac Shrine. Okay, let's go. And it's some filthy mouth motherfuckers out here. I'm not defending nobody, taking up for nobody, and that's the thing about it that kills me with she kills me with the flip-flopping thing, because you notice that L.A. has stood for himself this whole time. He has battled everybody for himself this whole time. He has not aligned himself with anybody or ever made a video trying to help somebody, and never seen me do this. Okay, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let me piggyback on Hot Nut Eye, mentioning that, wait a minute, aren't you the same guy who was saying, I messaged Tyrone beforehand. I said, watch, Tyrone, I'm going to make this video, and then Turtleface is going to react this way, and then such and such is going to happen. And this is how you need to attack or approach him. I'm trying to help you out. I tried to help you with this and help you with that. Or, you know, what about when you're talking about me and so-and-so put in that work? Me, I put in that work, and he put in that work, and me and so-and-so and blah, 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 and me and Jimmy this, and me and Kevin this, and we this and we that. Yeah, you do align yourself with people. The other thing that is funny to me is you just in the same video said, Jeannie I never see her wearing a Trayvon Martin t-shirt. I never see her talking about Eric. I never see her talking about Mike Brown. I never see her talking about Michelle. I don't actually, you didn't mention Michelle Rowling, but you know, you've mentioned her before. Like, I don't see you talking about this. No, I think it was actually Sir Loin who had said something about, like, I don't ever see you talking about, like, that's goddamn right, because I don't talk to a bunch of clowns about serious subjects. Anyway, you just said, I don't see her, you know, doing all of this, like, you know, team player stuff when it comes to being a black person. But then you just said you are not a team player person. So, you know, what do you want? What do you want? I think you want to move because it's cold. Okay. From 7:10 on. And we're only halfway through, but I'm really gonna try to, like, not stop every fucking 2 seconds. My own and every action that I've taken on this YouTube period. Now, suck on my phallus. With that being said, Jeannie was pointing out how Tommy misses this sector of YouTube. And this is something that Jeannie actually said that was true, because it does. He's trying to make it seem like we're pulling him in, but we're not. He got his ass tore by Black Authority. Now he wants to run his ass back to his roots. He's releasing all kinds of videos now about the same old shit. But the thing that Jeannie left out is that she also misses this sector of YouTube. And this is the thing that Maury needs to look at when he's sitting there with his wife, and she's spent a whole smorgasbord of men posted called the Shady Bunch. She's talking about those men. She's talking horrible about these black men to her white husband. Okay, now, dude, let's make this clear to you. when I made my comments in the JT Riley group, this is why you're pissed off and responding right now. Why don't you just go ahead and like be really, really real? I posted a link to your video, a link to Mike's video, a link to a pie face video in JT Riley group. At least I think a Mike video. It was 3 videos. I know one was yours and I know one was pie face. I posted those videos and I posted comments underneath where I am discussing my feelings about your hypocrisy, you know? Like, look at this dude having the nerve to talk about other people's mates, you know, trying to talk about your relationship when he already put his dysfunction on blast for everybody. And it was like the worst Jerry Springer dysfunction that you could possibly fucking think of. But he wants to talk about your relationship and your household. Fucking hypocrite. Likewise, I don't like it when yo ass, you know, decides like this just right now. You're sitting here trying to be all pissed off and upset because you think that I sat here and called you ugly in front of my husband when you sit here and call me ugly and compare me to your girl. But you want to make a big deal because of what color people are. See, that's an excuse for you, you know? You use race as an excuse to be an asshole. I don't, you know, I'm not racially motivated in that manner. And just because I am not racially motivated in that manner, it doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge and accept that there are many people who are. You know, just because I am not personally a person who walks in racism, who uses racism to make my decisions about people, just because I am not, that doesn't mean stand that that is something that happens every day in the minds of other people. It's not that I do not understand that when I walk outside my house, people are not me, who are in my family or who are in my friends, you know, who are not the people that I'm going to see specifically. When I walk outside the house and a cop is strolling past me, I'm catching his eye because, you know, my hair is short and my skin is brown, and he's thinking maybe I might be, but he's doing that. I see that I'm being racially profiled. However, I am not racist towards myself because an idiot wants to profile me. Do you get that? Should I say this slower for you? Or, you know, I understand that racism is real. It is a reality. It affects people. It is a system of thinking, philosophy, whatever. It's based on, just like misogyny, you know, just like, you know, people who think that children are not human and that they're subservient and that they're seen to do everything in accordance with what you want them to do. And if they don't, you're supposed to beat their asses. You know, that's something that people think that isn't healthy, that I don't ascribe to. And, you know, just because I don't do it doesn't mean, you know, we'll turn on the camera and beat the shit out of their daughters and put it on fucking YouTube. Likewise, just because I am not a person who chooses to be a racist, who says that, look, I am not a person who looks at you and says that the reason why I think that you are an asshole has to do with your skin color. It has to do with, you know, the reason why I think you're an asshole has to do with the words that come out of your mouth. It doesn't mean that I don't understand the color of your skin. People judge people based on the color of their skin. And yet, in these United States, given its inception, over from the olden days when people like you and me, that of usual, where, however, I am a soul can make my own decisions. Just because wants to sit there and tell me, hey, Jeannie, you're not worth anything and you need to be on an whole. Right? Come off it. Right. I'm doing very good. Let's see, we're at 8. I'll try to go 2 minutes. I mean, now just think of how disgusting that is for and it's just like one of these Chrislyn cares, man. Anyway, like men that whack women that they only go to denigrate black men and just make it their lifelong mission, men, and do it all in front of your husband. I mean, this is the most terrible videos that Jeannie has ever put out. She actually, she actually did this live right there, just clowning and shit with this belittling these black men, all because whatever fucking reason, because see a reason for her to come at me, Tommy. Ain't no reason for me to hurt even beef. And she's slick ass mouth, 50 ass mouth, feminine ass comments that she makes. And I already know that all she wants to do is talk about how we are on the down low. She already knows I've been with my woman for 6 years. At the same time, this woman, all she does is hang out with fags, dykes, and something dykes and all this bullshit. And you can look at Jeannie and tell that this ugly ass, balled up face ass, ball mouth bitch is more attracted to women than she is to men. She's more manly than she is a woman. But she wants to make suggestive thoughts about all of us men on YouTube. Now, she may even be right about a couple of these motherfuckers. A couple of these motherfuckers might be sissies. But barking up my tree, evidently your psychosis, whatever you fucking came up with in your brain, your hypothesis is off. Basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. Your shit is off. Okay, gotcha. Now, okay. You guys, you're sitting there talking about, like I just said, you can't make up your mind. One day it's Jeannie wants dick. She's all up in this sector because she misses black dick and dickity dick, dick, dick. And then the next thing you know, you're talking about, oh, Jeannie's more attracted to women than she's attracted to men. No, I'm not sexually attracted to women at all. I am not at all sexually attracted to women. However, I have a keen interest in art and fashion as art, and the body is involved. I love the feminine body as an art supply, but I do not have a sexual attraction to women. My sexual attraction is for men. My sexual attraction for men is not limited to men of one color. My sexual attraction to men is not limited to men of a certain height. Although I do like tall, I've dated short guys. I've dated men who are dark, who are light, who are everything in between. Men who are skinny as a post, and men who have a belly. And yeah, I like them. And see, don't even ask me. I'm 39 years old. You can ask the people who have known me for most of these 39 years exactly, who I've been with and what I've been doing, because, they're aware of it. No, as for you, yeah, I don't know. Did I call you a down low person, low aptitude? I don't know if I did necessarily. I am talking about yeah. I think I did mention, how you guys you don't like to admit that you crave male company, and I'll go ahead and leave you in that category. But when I say that, there's this male company craving amongst you ugly motherfuckers, for a couple of you, I would definitely say it's latent attraction. It's latent sexual attraction. No motherfucking doubt. You'll never be happy with any woman ever. But for some others of you, it's a company thing. It's just like I don't know. It's men's club. It's boys lodge. It's, putting the sign on the door that says girls keep out. You guys like to get together and not have a girl around to hold you accountable for the words that come out of your mouth. You like to get together and be able to posture and, beat your chest and, act like, and alpha each other and fucking circle jerk and stuff and show each other, in penis measure with each other and stuff like that. You know, you're the one who's running around telling people to suck your dick all the time, telling dudes to suck your dick all the time. If you're running around telling dudes to suck your dick all the time, when's the last time you said, oh, hey, you know, I don't know, pick a chick. First, I'm sorry. Is it all right if I point out the fact that there aren't a whole bunch of women in this particular turtle shit pit that are like going back and forth with each other so much that you can easily point out a conflict? But anyway, what if I said, okay, yeah, Miss Archduchess, you know, have I ever said, Miss Archduchess, I disagree with you, you know, suck my panocha, you know? Have I said like, suck them, all four of the lips and every last inch of my clit and stick your tongue in the hole, you know? Have I said that, you know? If I said that, don't you think that that would maybe indicate that like, damn, wait a minute, bitch, are you mad? Okay, you mad at her. What does sucking your coochie have to do with how you mad at her for what she just said, right? But look at your bitch ass. You know, you'll get mad at dudes. Look at your bitch ass with your fucking Tupac topless shrine behind you. And your bitch ass will sit there and tell a whole bunch of dudes to suck your dick. And then you're going to tell me I'm way off in my assessment because you've been with your girl for 6 years. But, you know, gay guys have girlfriends. Isn't there a whole show about that, you know? TLC or something, my man is gay, or my man's not gay just because he's gay, or he's with me and he's gay or something. I don't know. Oh, and yes, you're saying, oh, all she do is hang around with fags and dykes and blah, 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 blah. Actually, I hang around a lot of people of all walks of life. You know, there really is a true, serious mix among my people when it comes to their races, when it comes to their ages, when it comes to their income levels, and when it comes to, you know, where they live and what they do for a living. You know, so I don't only exclusively hang around with gay people, but let me tell you that when I do, the places that I go to, you know, are generally shows, and they're drag shows, and most of the people that I'm seeing when I'm going out to these places, all of the people that I'm seeing when I'm going to these places are actually either straight women, you know, like my friend Michelle, who works at the network that puts out RuPaul's Drag Race, or I'm going to meet people like Squeaky, who is you know, if you saw him walking down the street, homeboy, you know, looked like he could kick your ass, but at night, certain nights, he puts on these heels and his fishnets and puts on crazy, crazy paint, big wigs, big old tetas, you know, and that, you know, so yeah, anyway, what I mean to say is I actually don't hang around with a lot of lesbians. I hang around with a lot of gay men when I'm hanging around with gay men, when I'm, you know, in drag clubs. It's generally, they're populated with straight girls and dudes that are working there, or gay boys that, you know, like the entertainment. So I do hang around with gay men regularly because, you know, a lot of them are involved in the kind of artwork that I am involved in, which is, you know, entertaining people on stage and making a spectacle while you're doing it. And let's see, what are we talking about here? We're talking about how, yeah, a lot of these folks are, yeah, just nowhere near, I don't know what you would think they are, really. Like you're shallow, you know? So you have this idea that hanging around gay people rubs off on you. You know, you think that like hanging around gay people means that you're a gay person. Does a gay person hanging around straight people, does that make them straight? You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's like the most common ratio, you know, socially speaking, right? Like maybe if I go to the bank right now and there are 6 tellers open, maybe one of them is gay, male or female, you know, maybe, you know, I'm projecting here. I don't like to actually act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I don't, you know. Have you guys ever noticed that? Have you noticed that I don't just like kind of make up shit, you know, that I actually do base my observations on something that is actually in front of me or something I actually heard or saw? You know? No, okay. Anyway, let's continue with this slow jams. And I think, wait, what did I say? I said in this comment section, let me guess, you're going to mention hair and dicks and call me ugly. I think so far I'm right? At least 2 out of 3. Okay, let's go from 10, and we'll try to get to 12, because you know what? If I do that, I just got 2 more segments left. All right, let's go. For you to come at me, I already know. Think about it. Let's just think about this. I'm going to talk to Maury for a minute. Now, Maury, I want to get deep off into, because Kevin already exposed it. Let's just real talk. When he was showing the pictures of you and Genie on your Facebook, so you and pictures of dude and all that. Well, you said dudes, but yeah, there's one, him standing next to my friend Desmond. Now, Maury, I know how you feel when you're out with your constituents. And constituents? I'm sorry, I have to help you for this. I have to help you. I just, it's the grammar snob in me. I have to help you.